What it do, Kripple Krew? EDC with DVD, disabled but deadly. And welcome to another Tactical Tuesday. Hope everybody is having a killer day. I see straight up early in the comments we have Blade and Ginger, Marco, member of Kripple Krew Inc., Donnie B, Blessed Knives, Donzo the Clown. What's good, homie? And here I see you have that part going right now. That sounds good. Ron Crow, member Kripple Krew Inc. What it do, my man? How are you? And there it is, babysitting that pork. That sounds good. Kodiak Edge Bladesmithing. What's going on? How are you? Mud, my brother, what it do, man? What it do? Good to see you, member Kripple Krew Inc. I'm making Kodiak a mod so he can drop his link as well. There we go. Beardo, what's up, homie? Good to see you. Eagle Scout EDC, yo. What's happening? Scrolling down. Absolutely, homie. Absolutely. During the lives, everybody is feel free to drop their channel, drop each other's channels. We want to see everybody grow. Clint Crosby, what's going on? Yo, Berkeley's, how's it going? Back home, finally about to be able to take a look into that box and probably hit it up tomorrow and start checking it out. Nick MFN Martino, what's up, homie? How you doing? Man, after checking this Rike Knives Alcade out, I really wish they had a version that was like half the price, because this really is one sick knife. The engineering is insane. I just wish it wasn't a $500 knife. Yo, good to see everybody. Looks like Aiden probably may not be here long. We shall see, though. Welcome, Aiden. Oh, it is such a weird little knife, though. So dope, though. Absolutely happy to be home. One hell of a trip. It is definitely a different feeling. Being empty nested at home. But yeah, true that, Donnie B. True that. But yeah, it's a definite different feeling, especially with both of them, both of our kids, quite a ways away. We got our son and our daughter-in-law and grandbaby down in Arizona, and then just dropped Deadly Daughter off in Texas. So both are quite a ways away from Washington. What's up, Kelly? Remember Kripple Krew? Good to see you, sis. It really is a trip, homie. If you weren't sick, you'd be able to come check it out. I have two of them here. I have the blue and I have the all gray version that I reviewed yesterday, and it really is a trip. Matt Moorer, what's going on? Yeah, I definitely do want to be closer than Texas. Oh, show. Closer than Washington, I should say. But, we'll see when we can make that happen. That's it exactly. It's the first Transformer. We Knife has the Wii and Civivi typhus that transforms from this to this, but it doesn't fold closed. It came after the Alcade, but it doesn't fold closed to be used as a pocket knife. It only stores in the push dagger position in a sheath, and then you can turn it into a knife like this, but it never actually closes so that you can carry it as a pocket knife. This is so much cooler, but you definitely pay for all of that engineering. It works so well and so easily. Yeah, yeah, that DLC Alpha Beast. Oh, oh. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure he's gonna want it. Man, we did get to experience some badass thunderstorms when we were down south. That's one of the things that I have missed since moving out of the south after the military is the JD Roblox. Good morning or afternoon, wherever you is the awesome thunderstorms down there. And we really got to experience some dope storms while we were down there. That was fun. Um, we had awesome storms in Arizona, New Mexico, Texas. Yeah. Yeah, who likes big knives anyway? Um, man. Yeah, except for the first day with Deadly Daughters bug breaking down, which once again, big thank you to my brother Mud for making sure we didn't have to worry about that. We left it at a business in the town we broke down in, which was 2 hours from home, and he handled getting it towed back for us. Other than that first day, everything went really smoothly. This is the Wolverine, and this is the Sabertooth. The Sabertooth is PM2 sized, and oh, that's whack. It is just almost the same ergos. And then the Wolverine is Para 3 size. Whoops. And this Para 3 lightweight is brand new. I'm still breaking it in. It's Para 3 sized, and the handle shape is very similar. And then you have the thumb ramp and a choil. So if you like the ergos of a PM2 or a Para 3, then these are wicked. And they're crazy affordable too. So the milled tie versions are $10 more than the plain tie. And you get tie pocket clips and S90V. And this one's 150 and this one's 140. So, and for people that hate the looks, there are so many people that hate Spyderco's look, hate the way this looks. You can experience the same style of ergos with the Wolverine or the Sabertooth, but have a much more interesting looking knife. Now they are liner lock, and but they have multiple methods of deployment. Hey man, what's going on? How are you today, brother? Hope you're doing well. So for folks that don't like the looks of a Spyderco, this is a great way to get the same ergos, or even if you love Spydercos like I do, these are a killer knife for the price. S90V in titanium, and the Wolverine is 140. This one was a gift. And then the Sabertooth, this goes back to Tristan in the next couple of days. This one is 150. Yeah, he sent them in so that I could check them out. They're such a cool knife. I'm positive that Artisan is the OEM on this, and they did a really nice job with it. Mick Ranger, member Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on? Glad to hear it. Amen. Glad to hear it. Yes, the stuff you like carrying does change, for sure. I appreciate that, Mud. Stab that like button, folks. Man, I just saw yesterday, because I didn't even watch very much YouTube while I was gone. I was doing family stuff for 10 days. But I was watching videos, and it was like, send hype points to show your support for this creator. And I'm like, what? Now there's new things that you're supposed to ask for or push? What the heck, YouTube? I missed that coming on. I'm sure we got an email about it, but I completely missed that. I'm like, man, we don't need more stuff. I will say, pardon me, I like the lightweight scales on the Para 3 a lot better than I expected to. They do a very, very good job of rounding them off all the way around to make them a lot more comfortable than I was expecting. They are more comfortable than, say, the lightweight scales on the Manix 2. I mean, these don't bother me. I've always known that I'm going to replace them. But, and I don't know because this is the first Para 3 lightweight I've ever checked out. So I don't know if this rounding is something that's newer because this is the Salt series, or if they've always had these nice rounded edges on the Para 3 lightweights. But it does make the lightweight scales much better than I was expecting. You gotta let them in wave. Nice. Nice. Flipperless crypt. Ooh, no, but I really wish. You guys know I'm a PM2 fan. And I just had, it's right here. Of course, this one went ODE scales on yours. You sanded yours. The edges were very sharp, so it must be something new. It must be something new then, because as you can see, these, you know what? I forgot to turn this light on. These, let's close that, are rounded off everywhere. And then all along the back, rounded off. And then inside here is really smooth. I was not expecting it. It's very, very smooth and comfortable in there. Thanks for popping in, brother. Have a great day, Neil. 3x points on the Leatherman. Hey, there you go. You green some scale, micarta scales on your Paratus. Nice. Absolutely. See, after feeling previous Spyderco FRN, I had a feeling that this was probably an update. But again, not having handled a lightweight before, I didn't know for sure. But it is definitely nice when you see a company listen like that, because it is actually comfortable enough to leave these scales on it. You know, I won't, but it is definitely awesome when they listen to customer feedback, because you could leave these scales and just carry it like this. But yeah, to show Kodiak the scales that I've put on my PM2s, I just recently put the Flytanium aluminum loop scales on the PM2 warning. And I went with this that they called gold to kind of stick close to the Rivers or Cutlery Shop exclusive orange G10 that came on it. But the Cutlery Shop exclusive PM2 in CTS XHP has the Flytanium lube scales, and the OG PM2 has Cerberus Knives Ultim scales on it. Lynch Northwest deep carry clip on this one, MXG clip on the other. But yeah, this one has Cerberus USA made Ultim scales. Oh, sounds like a ton of fun. Yeah, no, the user should not have to sand down a knife scale to make it comfortable. And so it is awesome to see them, because these really are comfortable enough to leave on the knife. You guys know it'll probably, well, since it's a lightweight, my options will be slightly limited, but I'll probably try something AWT, but I don't want skinny scales. I don't want to do the AWT skinny because I like the ergos. And a lot of the AWT scales are the skinny scales. Well, I'll tell you, Kane Miranda, member Kripple Krew Inc. Nick, this one was only 104 after tax during that Optics Planet heat sale. It dropped this all the way to like 104. Just nutty for Spyderco MagnaCut. Oh, you make scales as well? That's awesome. Yeah, I when I saw Spyderco MagnaCut at that price, it was impossible to pass up. Urban Woodsman, what's going on? Yeah, that's how this one happened. Well, PayPal paying for, but same. It was a stupid deal. I couldn't pass up on it. And it was waiting when we got back from our trip. It's breaking in pretty nicely. You know, not quite as smooth as these yet, of course, but I've had these for quite a bit longer, especially this one. I don't have too much MagnaCut. I was looking, and the extent of my MagnaCut is the yes, the blacked out PM2 and Rec 76. Oh, it was at Optics Planet. Optics Planet was doing a huge deal where, and the code HEAT with 2 T's took 11% off the already really good sale prices. And then I have Deka in MagnaCut. This was my first MagnaCut, and this is the second gen MagnaCut Deka when they started doing, and when the HRC started testing out at around 64 rather than the early 60 to 62 run. So I've got the second run of MagnaCut from Hogue with the Blade HQ exclusive Ultim scales. And then I have the Lynch Northwest exclusive Giant Mouse Ace Riv with the Italian MagnaCut and some of the most comfortable scales I've ever handled in my life, and Lynch Northwest clip. But that's it. 3 MagnaCut knives. I have a bunch of S35 and M390. Of course, D2 14C 154. But only 3 MagnaCut knives. And this one is the lowest HRC at 62.5. Yeah, listen to that snap now. I put Kaiser springs in my Deka because the Deka springs were a little light to me, not bug out light, but a little light to me. But with the Kaiser springs, it feels so good. And you have that thin, slicey DLC MagnaCut warning. This knife has got more miles on the bike than any other knife because I know this isn't going to, I don't have to worry about getting it wet while I'm riding. Now, of course, that's the entire point behind the Salt series. And it comes down to, I guess, lock preference, really. You know, I don't have the Hogue lightweight scales, or not lightweight, but the Grivery that comes on the really base Hogue. I haven't felt those. So, you know, I'm comparing this to the Ultim. But if I had to choose right now, one of these two, even though the Ergo experience is obviously phenomenal here, I love my Deka. Yeah, I don't, man, it's easy for me to say I keep the Deka because I've had it for a couple of years now. But either way, you can't go wrong. Hey, brother, what's going on? Good to see you. Are you going to be able or available to talk later? You going to be what's this? Yeah, no, see, this got here 4 days after the order. Are you going to be available for a call later, brother? That's what I was trying to say. War Room EDC is, of course, the first and original member of Kripple Krew Inc. What's up, Gareth? My South African, my brother from a South African mother, member of Kripple Krew Inc. Lonestar Cowboy, Candy Cold Steel Tri-Light, the V Chris Serrated, and Civivi Cogent. Tri-Light 6, Chris Serrated. Yay, yay. Tristan, what's up? Popping in at work. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Also a member of Kripple Krew Inc. Here's a question for War Room. Would you choose Deka in MagnaCut, Hogue Deka, or the Spyderco Para 3 Salt? The yellow. I like the yellow and black. I wish the blade was DLC to match the black on everything else. But only because of aesthetic. I mean, it's MagnaCut. It doesn't need it. Lonestar out. Need more yellow. Yeah. Bright ass yellow. Para 3 says, look at that. It's a boy. I missed you, brother. Member for 9 months, long enough to have a baby. You know what? That deserves. That is OG status. For sure. Now we're going to give a transforming salute for that shit. We're going to go. And drop. Boom. Transforming push dagger salute for the 9-month baby boy. I really appreciate your support. RSK Mini and Deka. Yeah, I don't have an RSK Mini. I want to get an RSK, but I got the oh man, mini grip, mini griptillion. No RSK, but the mini grip. And I really like it with the contoured aluminum scale. Hope his son isn't a transformer. True that. Mr. Quasar, I have one cheap gas station knife style butterfly knife somewhere, no clue where it is. That's not one that I have a bunch of. Yeah, it's just like the Deka. Dowboy. Okay. I've always said Towboy, but Dowboy makes sense. Yeah, this one, I didn't know what to expect because I was so disappointed with the bug out, everybody knows that. But the mini grip has been fantastic, especially with the aluminum loop scales from Flytanium. This, I would take this over a bug out any day of the week. Ron Dobbins, member Kripple Krew Inc. I am doing well, brother. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well also. Yeah, I don't want a full-size Benchmade grip. Now that I have the mini grip, I would much rather get a Hogue RSK for the full size. Take it easy, Kodiak. Thanks for hanging out, homie. Have a killer day. Roger that, brother. Give Sammy my love. Tell her I said hello. I'll talk to you later today. Yes, it's about to come home. Oh, that's whack. Oh, such a nice blade. About to go back to Tristan. I'd really appreciate you lending this to me for the trip, homie. And the review, of course. Definitely getting there, Ron. Definitely getting there. Now, 4,500 miles is definitely, it's hell on the body. That's by far the longest road trip I've been on since, the surgeries. So, still feeling it a bit, but making it. We'll be all right. Going live and chatting with the Kripple Krew absolutely helps. Always good to kick it with the crew. It really is phenomenal on this saber tooth. It drops shut as heck, but that's whack every time. It's just beautiful. The altitude and the bailout. Okay, I haven't checked anything about the altitude, but I have handled a bailout once. And I believe it was aluminum and M4. And I will say that it felt a lot better than the bug out that I had. So I would check out a bailout. Yeah, I would have. Yeah, it's good to be back. And both kids started college yesterday. My son finished up his military stint. And his family moved to Arizona. He started at U of A yesterday, and then of course, Deadly daughter in Texas. Yeah, they're both doing very well. Cicero, what's up, homie? Cicero's stuck at work, but he's popping in to say hi. Yo, I've got to give a massive shout out to Issuing Stitches Hanks. That's one of his Hanks that's showing right now. But giveaways for a while are going to include some awesome Hanks. We'll take a look at those right now. I'm going to end up keeping a couple of these. But check this out. MBK Valley. That would be nice. Bladed Ginger, what it do, brother? Good to see you, homie. Man, yeah, I'm glad to be back to the normal schedule. Feels good to be recording and uploading and going live. Definitely does. So, Issuing Stitches sent 15 Hanks. 15 Hanks. 3 different sizes, 5 patterns on 5 different patterns for each size. So we've got this wicked like black cat magic one. This awesome photography Hank. We got a matrix Hank. We got topograph dinosaurs. And like 80s 8-bit. I appreciate that. Definitely do. We've got space, donuts, bright ass donuts. We've got Vader. We have Josh 304. What it do? What it do? Good to see you. Got the aliens, and I gotta say I'm almost positive I'm keeping that one, by the way. And this awesome like gas station Americana type deal. And then we have 5 of the large. So there's 5 small, 5 medium, and then this one that you see down here is one of the large Cicero. I will wait a minute to show those. Member of Kripple Krew Inc. for 5 months. Skydive with no chute. I dive head first into that thumb. Hit that thumbs up, folks. Cicero, I appreciate you. Here is some Spyderco acoustics. Definitely appreciate your support, my friend. Thank you for that. And then, Mayor of Chrisville, what's up, homie? What's up from Daytona Beach at work, but wanted to say hi. I appreciate that. And I don't know why you're not, but now you are moderated so that you can drop your link at any time. Always feel welcome to drop your links, folks. We want everyone to grow. So this is one of the larger ones. And then we have like a nautical compass. You as well, Cicero. Take it easy, homie. Have a killer day. We have Charlie Brown, Homer Simpson, and the big alien. 15 Hanks from Issuing Stitches. I will keep a couple for myself, but most of these are going into giveaways, folks. Just bought a Kaiser Mini Paragon. Very cool. I want to check out the new Mini Bulldog a lot. But the Paragon, Mini Paragon, very cool. Yeah, I'm highly grateful to Issuing Stitches. If you're not following him on Instagram, make sure you give Bobby a follow. He does very high quality work. Very high quality work. These are all very close to uniform. You can tell very damn close to uniform, which is hard for soft materials. But we've got some awesome Hanks from Issuing Stitches to go into future giveaways. Big shout out to Issuing Stitches. That's a reminder for me to let y'all know that we are getting. Yes, absolutely. If this was my Sever 7, what's up? Appreciate you popping in and show some love and stab that like button. Yes, the Neon Skull Hank you got is sick. I've seen a picture of his Neon Skull Hank, and I think you showed me a picture of yours. but I know, and you guys know, I love my Magyakos. They were with me on my trip. And my leaves Hank right here was in the pocket every day of the trip for my glasses. But I have to agree with you, Nick Martino. This was my absolute number one Spyderco Grail. My new number one Spidey Grail is the M4 Blade HQ exclusive PM2 Tanto. I would take any PM2 Tanto, but my Grail is the M4. He still has these. Magyako still has these on WIDEDC.com, and the leaves glow in the dark. Love it. Love it. Yeah, FerraMonster, my boys. So, not only are we working on having a Glideman DVD edition ready for SHOT Show in Vegas, we are moving forward with it, folks. Dwayne Letterman, what's going on? And the plan is to have it ready by February. A DVD edition, Glideman CP. And we are working on some other FerraMonster collaboration and WIXCO also, their budget brand. But for the 2,500 subscriber giveaway, FerraMonster is also giving away one of their newest knives, their newest model, the Vulcan. Vulcan is 8 inches of badassery with titanium and fat carbon. This one is Toxic Storm, but they have Mars Valley, Arctic, and Nebula. But these this is going to be one of the giveaway knives for 2,500 subscribers. So somebody is going to get a brand new FerraMonster Vulcan. Robert Willoughby, what's going on? And one more time, I gotta say thank you to everybody, because you guys reaching out to FerraMonster and saying that yes, you would be interested in a DVD Glideman, and all, they went back and they watched the lives and saw us chatting about it. You guys are the reason that we are moving forward. Have a great day, Chris. Take it easy, homie. And I cannot wait for the DVD Glideman. Vosteed is just really killing it, especially in the lock market. Like the top liner locks and the Vanker lock are both fantastic. 4 more days for your 3K giveaway. Oh, crap, folks. Make sure you're following. I got to make sure I am following. I think I am, but I'm going to check and go to channel. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm subscribed. I thought I was. Yeah, very close. Oh. If you haven't seen what the channel looks like, folks, we'll share it right now. So check out Kodiak Edge Blade Smithing. I mean, he makes his own knives, folks. He's got some awesome videos. This one is one that could help anybody. I don't know how to take apart properly a traditional folding knife. Ooh. Yeah, definitely. Make sure you are following Kodiak Edge if you're not. Ground Fog, what's going on, homie? Good to see you. He only needs 13 more subs. He is so close. FerraMonster. Still need something from FerraMonster. Yeah. Hey, have a good one, Tristan. I will talk to you soon, homie. Yes, code DBD saves 10% at FerraMonster always. And right now, that makes it 30% because of the summer sale that's going through the end of this month. We only have a few more days. You can get 30% off all FerraMonster and all WIXCO knives with code DBD. It drops every premium FerraMonster model below $200. That is nutty. And it drops these to like 89 or 90 bucks, something like that, for the CP. And then on the WIXCO side, it gets you crazy pricing on their knives. And that's the budget brand of FerraMonster. Very high quality. Yeah, yay. Yeah. Tough Knives is dope. He has such awesome designs. Hell yeah, Gareth. Gareth's got a 20% off Wuben code now. Very cool, homie. I'm glad to hear it, my friend. Really stoked for you. It's really awesome, brother. How was the fishing trip? I mean, like, that's how long I've been gone. How was the fishing trip, and how is Teo's arm doing? Hell yeah. Robert Willoughby getting him even closer to 3K. Had to grab another piece of gum right quick. Man, Arizona. I could not find a gas station in Arizona that carried cinnamon trident. You could find it at the grocery stores or Walmart, but not one gas station in Arizona carried cinnamon trident. I asked one of the gas stations about it. The guy says, I don't know. I recently moved here from Texas and I haven't been able to find it anyway. Arizona, you lost me on not having cinnamon trident more very readily available. The things you find when you're traveling. I have a few very specific things that I like to find when I'm traveling. You know, I do use nicotine pouches and have preferred brands. I have to have gum constantly. The whole time I'm awake, I have to be chewing gum if I'm not eating. Otherwise, my throat dries out and I can't breathe or talk. So I have gum, cinnamon, or, and I prefer cinnamon, and it has to be sugar free if I'm going to chew it all the time. So Trident is my brand of choice. And that's it. I just need my nicotine and my Trident. And traveling, they Arizona pissed me off with the cinnamon. Back up to speed. She took her training wheels off her bike. Yes, glad to hear it. Hey, somebody's got to do it, man. I also did, yeah, right. Go around and get gas stations to buy a bunch of crappy knives. Hell yeah. Yeah, they're not all the same, for sure. Especially when it comes to sugar-free. You know, I used to like Big Red when I was younger and in the military, but I don't choose sugared gum. And I did see a lot of crappy knives in stores on the trip. You know, with the gas station knife war of 2025 still ongoing, it was fun looking to see what different stores had to offer. Yeah. Yeah, your job is just going around trying not to playing with gas station knives, trying not to cut yourself and catch tetanus or break one before you can convince a gas station to buy a handful of them. That'd be a blast. You guys see how much fun I have checking out the gas station knives you send in. Joe Kasparek, what's going on? So, true story. The gas station knives that have been submitted so far, including the Super Ultim, were all put in the safe while I was gone and away from home to make sure none of the gas station knives disappeared, so that your gas station submissions still count. And true that. That's why I like clean blades, no tetanus. Kodiak Edge Bladesmithing has its 15 knife 3K sub giveaway September 1st, 8:30 p.m. That's awesome. 15 knives, folks. He ain't playing around. Henry G. What to do, my man? Good to see you. JSK, member Kripple Krew Inc. What's up? Hope your workday's going well so far. Thank you, Mick. Subscribe to Kodiak Edge right there if you're not. He is so close to 3K. And September 1st, he's giving away 15 knives. Yo, come on. We have to be able to get Kelly to 250. Who in here right now isn't following? I know we've got some lurkers. Lurkers, if we've got anybody not following Kelly, we got to get Kelly up past 250 today. There's no reason we can't. There's got to be some person lurking that isn't subscribed. Yay. Kelly's he's got some awesome Kelly items in his giveaway. What is everybody carrying today? What's in y'all's pockets? My pockets today, you're not going to be surprised to find, were started off with the new Bulldog Rev B from TRM. Oh, the ting every time. As feels the closest thing to a perfect knife that I've felt. Also in the pockets today, the BB&M Dwayne Dwyer design by North Mountain Blades with the frag tie and the SLD Magic Tanto. Oh, you know what, KSK? You probably had already. But folks, if you just double check to make sure you're subscribed. Yeah, look at that. We're going to share this screen real quick, and then we're going to talk about something. So, Kelly is at 250. Hell yes. Congratulations, Kelly. That is an awesome achievement. Folks, one thing to remember, it absolutely helps. You have to watch something, watch a short, a video, anything, and like it and leave a comment. Because if you don't interact with the channel, YouTube will scrub the sub. Also, when people get closer to certain milestones, 250, anywhere near 1,000, it starts at like 850. Certain milestones, you lose a lot of subs. I don't know why it happens, but it happens to everybody that I've talked to. So it always helps to double check when you see a link posted, to double check that you're still following. Because even if you have interacted with the channel, YouTube gets really screwy around milestones. And 250 is hard to hit. Between 850 and 1,000 is really hard to get. So just double check that kind of stuff. Custom buck 70 stone washed and carved the backspace there with your custom lanyard. Nice. And the one and only prototype from Jason at Brass Brigade. Oh, you got to shoot a picture of that, Nick. You got to shoot a picture of that. I'm making sure I didn't miss. Oh, there we go. Remet Canyon. Nice, Ron. Robert. See if there's any others I missed. Any other carries while I was looking. What's up, Scott? Good to see you, brother. How you doing? Have a great day, Beardo. Flamethrowers for the disabled. Have a killer day, homie. Yeah, it's certain numbers. It makes it tough. And here's the thing for YouTubers to remember: create playlists. Create playlists, because this awesome community will, like Mick says, turn an unused device onto your channel and play a playlist to help you gain watch hours. When I made playlists, the Kripple Krew really took care of me and shot up my watch hours to help me get monetized. And so definitely, if you're creating stuff, make some war. Or I saw War Room. Make some lists, some playlists for people to turn on in the background. Yes, that's much appreciated. You guys really do tune in. Playlist, patch slides. You see, and as if you, it makes it so much easier for people to help you out. I turn my computer on to people's playlists when I'm not working on stuff, and it will help you gain watch hours to create playlists. Henry G, my man. It is Adam S. It is the Ketuo Triad V3. I have two of them in here for review right now. I had the blue one out because it just pops. But I also have the other version, the black, which is just as nice, but the blue pops. I'm not a blue knife fan, but I want this blue. And the V3, the Triad was already one of my favorite. Heck yes. Have a great day, homie. The Triad was already one of my favorite Ketuo models that I had reviewed. The V2 was phenomenal. The V3 feels as it should, but it's even better. I love that they've really minimized these flippers, but that they still work so well. The ergos feel even smoother. All the jimping in the world, plus the beautiful poonage. Even the separation here for the Tanto feels slightly more pronounced, so that you can keep that separation for at least a couple of sharpenings. Whereas before it always seemed like one sharpening and it would become a really cool looking clip point with a compound grind, but that Tanto edge would disappear. You could actually keep it for a couple of sharpenings now. And then the action, oh my. You know, it's a button liner lock. So you can drop it with the liner, but you just touch that button and the knife goes home. Touch it and it goes home. You don't have to hold the button for any length of time. You just have to release the blade. It is nuts. Carrying a Kansept tipper and a Kubi bloom. Yay, yay, yay. Thank you, Henry G. Stab that like button. The satin blade with Arctic Storm fat carbon is gorgeous. Yeah. You like blue blade? That's funny. Yeah, I'm not a blue knife fan at all. At all. But this just looks stunning to me. Like they nailed it. I also, you guys know, I tend to prefer coated blades, but this blue and satin is just a perfect combination. One of the best button lock actions that I've ever felt on a non-plunge button lock. Like it drops like it's a plunge, but it's not. So well done. The V3 somehow, it definitely is an improvement over the already stellar V2 Triad. Yeah, I love a compound Tanto, especially on a drop or clip point Tanto. Don't forget, our boy Scott has a drop coming up. A crazy drop. Got a Ferrum Forge Art Bishop 2.0. Nice. Hell yeah. Erlau Toker, what's going on? English only, please. I don't understand that. And I'm going to remove your comment without. McRanger already deleted it. Thank you, my brother. Already handled it. Please feel free to still chat, Erdown Toker, but in English only. I gotta be able to know what you're saying. I can't wait for the next two, Scott. Obsessed with the arcade? Yes. Yes, ooh, that would be so nice. I love my arcade light. You guys know I believe it is by far the #1 budget knife of the year. 6 Hawks dropping Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern. That's 3 p.m. Pacific, folks. And remember, 6 Hawks doesn't mean you can buy one. You can get along and you can grab one of 6. There are 6 different Hawks. 3 stainless, 3 carbon steel, all with different handle materials. So every one of them is a one of one. So you're not trying to buy one of 6, you're trying to buy one of one. They're going to go fast. You have to have your Etsy store open and ready early and refresh it often, and it helps to have a second one, a second choice Hawk loaded and ready to go in case somebody's quicker than you on your first one. They will go right away. Yes, Nick Martino, first come, first served, and they are all individual. So it's not like 6 people are going to click on the link and get to buy. There's 6 different links and only one of each knife. Oof, where'd you get the cheeseburger from? Yeah, these Hawks are gorgeous, folks. They are going to, this drop will be done within 2 minutes. So just make sure you know the 1 or 2 you want. He says when he says it's a drop, it's a legit drop. Nobody's getting preferential treatment. Mister, what's going on, member of Kripple Krew? How you doing today? And folks, these Hawks are gorgeous. Mrs. Deadly is in love with the purple. I love the black shred carbon fiber and the white and red. Damn. Yes, yeah, that was a stupid steal for the 8010 Tanto. I wish I could have snagged one at the time. Oh, they're all Kieranite. Yeah, all Kieranite. That's right. I had the black one in my head, but yes, all Kieranite, and they all look sick, folks. Whatever color you like, you're gonna have one there that's that you want. Leo, man, that sucks. Especially when you're looking forward to a nice good burger. You know, folks, every other month, the way our brother Aries does this, every other month he opens books. And there are playlists on his channel to talk about how to get on his books. And every other month is a book month where he takes a certain number of orders. You can order any of his models. And he's got, I think, close to 40 models now. And you can talk to him about the materials, the steel, the handled materials, all of that. And then the off months are drops where you're going to see half a dozen or so of a certain model. Like he's done all spike drops. This month is the Hawk drop. The Hawk drop is this is going to sell out within 2 months. And his books fill up quickly. So make sure you watch his playlist on how to get on his books if you want to order an Aries EDC. And be ready this Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern for a drop of 6 Hawks. Books filled last night in about a minute. So, like I said, you need to be watching his stuff to find out not only how to get on his books, but when. Our guy is busy. Everybody knows now that Aries EDC makes some insanely high quality handmade fixies for very fair prices. So it goes quickly now. You gotta be quick. It's like that State Farm commercial. Ooh, gotta be quicker. Gotta be quicker. I don't know if you saw my short lot yesterday, but this was one of the 3 knives that was on me every day of my trip. I had my Aries EDC Spike, also known as Lagatha, on my belt everywhere we went. I even have a short that I haven't posted yet of Lagatha at the Hoover Dam. You know, standing on that giant piece of American ingenuity, I felt I had to shoot a short with my favorite American made knife. So you guys will see that at some point soon. And don't forget, you can get Kubi and Aries EDC Blooms right now. His first collab production knife, and they did a phenomenal job of translating the bloom to a production piece. It feels like an Aries knife. They did a great job, and you can get it with Ultim, as is right and proper, or blue or black micarta if you prefer. And pretty soon there will be Kubi Thorns. And heck, what's the other model that they're taking, brother? I forgot. I can't remember what the other model besides the rock hoppers. I always forget the rock hopper. So you will be able to get Kubi and Aries EDC Thorns and rock hoppers in the not too distant future. And hell yes, I love the Ultim Bloom. If I'm not carrying Lagatha, it's probably because the bloom is on my belt. Even with all my other EDC fixies, it tends to be an Aries model on my belt, either my custom or my bloom. And I really hope, I know he doesn't have full control over this at all, but I really hope that they do an Ultim Thorn and Rockhopper so that I can continue with Ultim Aries EDC knives. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, an Ultim Spike. You know I'd be all over it. Well, no, it's okay, Lagatha. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. You're perfect. Don't want her jealous at, where I do put her, I should carry her right on my belt and close to my Ghiblis. So we'll make sure she doesn't see that. Yeah, I hope they do. Yeah, don't give in again. Yeah, she can be moody when she's jealous, and she's got a bite. So I won't talk anymore about an Ultim Spike. She's okay with it coming from Kubi on other models. Yeah, in my pocket right now, I carried a couple of lights, but the G5 was on me every day of the trip, and I used it quite a bit. I like being able to stick it magnetically and point the head wherever I want, but I really also like having the colored option because, like say when we were staying with our son, if I stayed up later than Mrs. Deadly and she's in bed, I don't really know that room that I'm going into. I can go in there with the purple light. and, you know, see my way around the room without waking her up. It's just such a useful light and so compact. Yeah, with the old like 3-finger handle and a slightly smaller blade, that would be sick. I want. Man, the price on those is fair even. $76 or something like that from Spyderco. What's up, None for now? How you doing? I just got the Para 3 lightweight salt from that Optics Planet sale. So I have their MagnaCut, and I would love to have Spyderco Magna Max. I don't have a mule team. I've always thought about grabbing one, and that's the one that I would want to grab. William Hornbostel, member Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on, my man? You know, my big light that I carry is my Baton 3 Pro Max, whatever the hell it was. You know, it's this one. I'm using it as one of my lights right now because I left a light on a previous trip. But the Baton 3, yeah, Baton 3 Pro Max. This is my main big light. But I use this more often. I'm not surprised. I figured they would sell out quickly. Wait, did you snag one? I'm waiting to see which model they drop it on. Magnamax folding model they drop it on first. Is it going to be like a sprint run Manix 2 lightweight? Is it going to be a sprint run like they did 15V across a bunch of models? Is it going to be somebody's exclusive? I'm curious as to which first folder. Nice. That's awesome. I'm curious as to which first folder will get one. Imagine if they put it on a shaman with micarta. Oh! I did not, Matt. I will look that up right now. Let's look here. 300. What the? Are you? Is this real? $320 for this? Wow, we're going to show this. Deciding what kind of scales to make for it. Like a Magnamax Para. Well, I was just told about a new Benchmade that I'm going to show right now, Ron Crow, that I can't believe. So it's aluminum and M320. It's less than 7 inches with only a 2.79-inch blade. This is what it looks like, and it's $320. $330 if you want the red. What? just no. I like the clip, but no. $330? Like I don't mind the look of the knife at all. But that's tiny and way overpriced. Yeah, you can get a launch 4 for $100 when they're on sale. Man, the design, I don't mind the design, especially the red. I don't mind the look of it. But $330 for that little knife? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Kind of looks like the Spitfire. Yeah, that pricing is just no. Just no. Wow. See, I don't even mind the look of it. I just can't believe the price of it. I know it's the butterfly tax. I know. But damn, that's high for them. That is high for them. I'll take an 8 to what they're smoking. I hear that. Yeah, more than an Aries EDC Custom for sure. Wow. That's just an absolute no for me. Or as the late Hope would say, that's not gonna work for me, brother. Aaron Kimbley, what's the what? Oh yeah, people will actually absolutely buy it. That's what's crazy. Well, if you watch Sharif, he'd throw a fit about that because he would say the M390 is the cheapest super steel they could have used, and they jacked up the price. Oh, this model. Okay. This one right here is the Rike knife. Or if you're talking about the Benchmade that we looked at was the load-in. If you're talking about this is the Rike knife Forever Steel Alcade. Like the first real transformer knife. You've got a folder that with the push of a button drops right into a punch knife, I guess, because there's single edge blade, and it fits the hand beautifully. You can lock it in any of these positions. Then you just flip it right back to this for your EDC style use, and it's got a really cool lock that has this pin that rides around the titanium track that's hooked to the tang of the blade. And then in the titanium liners, there is a cutout that the pin drops into and presses on top of the tang of the blade. And then it has complete rock solid lockup. But all you have to do to close it is push up on the thumb stud and down on the blade. Yeah, it's $525. I have an affiliate link for Ketuo, but if you go to White Mountain Knives, Here, I'll actually pull it up on White Mountain Knives for you and drop a link, because that's the cheapest place to find it. If you buy it through Ketuo, if you want to pay more, I have a Ketuo affiliate link. And they do have the other colors on here as well. But I'm going to drop this link because this is the one that, if you really are interested in it, will save you the most money. You can use code DBD to save 10%. I don't get paid for anything from White Mountain Knives, so if you don't like using affiliate codes because of that, you don't have to worry about it. Just use that White Mountain Knives link. It's the same price, $525. However, you can use the code DBD to drop it down to like $472. But the problem with the typhus, the WE and Civivi typhus bladed ginger, is it only stores in this position. It never closes. So you have to, it stores in a sheath in punch dagger position. You can transform it to what they call their fixed blade position and use it, but it never closes, and you can't store it this way. You can only store the Civivi and WE typhus like this in a sheath. The difference with the Alcade is that it's an actual folding pocket knife with a clip that really does work. It's tiny, but I wear 5'11" tactical pants, and this goes in and out of my pants just fine and gives me about this much to pull out of my pocket. I've wanted to appreciate that. I have wanted to. Oh, that's awesome. I have wanted to check one of these out since the first time I saw a review of them years ago. And when I first saw one of these, I was like, man, I could never afford that knife. At that time, I'd never paid more than $50 for a knife. And I was like, I can never afford that. Man, the life of a knife reviewer. I wish I could do that. Well, when I got the chance to sign up to check these out as part of the actual Rike brand pass around, I had to do it. Roger that, Gareth. And I ended up getting sent in the standard version and the blue version. And I just did a full review on these. And the full review just went up yesterday on these. And I am so impressed with these knives and their engineering and quality. Just crazy. Guns! Remember Kripple Krew Inc. What's up, homie? None for now. The compound grind is the Ketuo Triad V3. And this is insane. Triad for the triple methods of opening, which really, you could call it more than that, because you got thumb studs that work great, blade hole that works great, a reach around approved front flipper, and a perfectly tuned rear flipper. But it is a button liner lock. I can close it with the liner, like a standard liner lock if I feel like it. But you touch that button and that blade goes home. It is the best action I have felt on a button liner. And just, this is the third version of the Triad. I got to review the V2, and it was my favorite Ketuo knife. And the V3 is even better. I love the jimping. All the jimping. That beautiful pooned compound ground harpoon and clip point Tanto is so nice. Tennessee Eye, what's going on? That's what you I never paid more than 50. That's what she thinks. Yeah, it is just so nice. I want one badly. I have the black here as well, and 99 times out of 100, I would choose black over blue. But the blue on this is so stunning that I would actually buy the blue knife. I will have a full review up on these in the next couple of days. I do have an affiliate link for Ketuo, but I will also post anywhere that I can find them. If I find them less expensive, I will also post the links to that as well. But the Triad V3 is just beautiful in action. Every method of deployment just works. Just enjoying life. Yeah. Yeah, the blue is gorgeous. Like I said, I would 100% take the blue on this, and almost never would that be my answer. But it's done so well that I think it's stunning. Yes, Rampage's son. That is no bueno. Yeah, Raja's gonna end up doing some time for that. Take it easy, Gons. Thanks for popping in, brethren. That it was pure BS. His attack on Psycho Steve. He beat the hell out of him, knocked teeth out, busted his face up. Yeah. Just insane. Gotta chill on purchase for a bit. Yeah, it is. It's definitely hard not to buy knives. But I understand. Yeah, it's well. He let himself go. Listen to the fans too much because he's going to be doing time and they aren't. He probably should have chilled the hell out. Oh, that ding. Every time. Haven't bought a knife in 36 hours. It is crazy the amount of dope knives dropping all the time. Not even thinking about the insane selection we already have available to us. But just the stuff, new stuff all the time. I have 3.5 hours clean. Yeah, if we hadn't have been taking Deadly Daughter to college, there were so many Spydercos I wanted to snag on that Optics Planet sale. You could get a smock for like 160. Fenrir. Got a Fenrir most recently. Hell yeah. I have wrong. I have, here we go. Where are you? Should have been right. Oh, there it is. There it is. I have the crossbar lock on the tenable Fenrir, and I really like their crossbar. Really like their crossbar. There was one. Trying to remember which one it was, but there was a pre-order that if you did it, you got another knife. I didn't do the pre-order. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was a good price too. Was it the? Oh, it was the Gecko, or not? Yeah, not the Gecko. The AZ USA. If you ordered their new blade, you got the Cochise, and their new blade was a killer price. I almost did it. That was the AZ USA knife. But instead of that, I went with the Para 3 lightweight salt because I wanted to experience a Para 3 and have it for size comparisons, and I wanted to try the MagnaCut. Let's see if that's still up. AZUSABladeworks.com. I'm looking. Okay, let's do this. Shop. It's the Hell Dorado. Okay, you can still do it. Okay, let's share this. Ooh. Ooh, BMX. This is the County Comm precision drivers from the TPK Master Kit. You can get Ultim, brass, or titanium with a bit kit that is awesome. And this one's only like $40 after code EDC with DBD. I think it's like $50 to get brass and $64 for the full titanium with code EDC with DBD at CountyCom. TPK Master Kit. Yeah, check this out. You can still order the AZ USA Eldorado. Either the blue micarta gray PVD, white G10 black PVD, or black micarta and stonewash. This is a Miguron OEM'd knife, and it's a full-size knife. Where's the dimensions? All of them still available for pre-order. Gray and gray PVD. Black and black PVD. Whoa, those are black satin. So it looks like, I wonder if they mean white with black PVD. Because that says black. Show more. Here we go. 3.5-inch blade. Oh, it's not as big as I thought. 7.6 with the 3.5-inch blade. For some reason, I thought it was bigger. But you buy this for $97.50, and this is G10 or micarta and Vanex steel, and you get one of these for free. The Tochis, also Miguron OEM'd with, I believe, 14C. Yeah, 14C and G10 or micarta. It's a front flipper. Really cool looking Warney. 7.5-inch. You get that for free if you pre-order the Vanex Eldorado. Vanex for less than $100. That's a stupid deal. Miguron OEM'd. Yes, that's one of the things I love about that driver kit. I'm gonna pull it up on screen real quick. Let's go. Here we go. I'm going to share this real quick. If you're looking for, Comm rules for whatever material you love. If you love titanium, if you love brass, if you like me and love Ultem, Comm will take your money. And if you're looking for a good driver kit, this is the set. So, okay, it's gone down even more. So it'd be $54 for the titanium kit, and you get the glow in the dark container, nice, very solid plastic container with glow in the dark liner. You get 32 bits and plenty of room to add your own. Like Kelly said, mine has a bunch of T6s and T8s and T10s, but you can get that one for $54 after code EDC with DBD. The brass is $44 after code EDC with DBD. And the Ultem, also $44 after code EDC with DBD. This is my favorite driver kit. And I think it's the best value driver kit as well, whichever material you prefer. Code EDC with DBD will save you 10%. Yeah, I have T6s, T8s, and because I like Spydercos, I have T10s in there too. I gotta grab some water and let the dogs out, but I'll be back in just a minute, folks. Okay, I'm coming. Mike's trying to sync up. Yeah, I'm trying to get him outside with you. What's that? All good. All good. All right. Since her brother didn't go out with her, just, I will be having to let the pit bull back in shortly. But can't type too much with Ultim. Yeah, Ultim you can crack if you tighten it too much. I've never done it when I have 21 Ultim knives, but it is easy to do if you over tighten. Awesome. Glad to have you here. The Kripple Krew is the best bunch to hang out with. Welcome. I go live every Tuesday and Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. I go live every Thursday night with War Room at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then I try to drop reviews and short content every day. Awesome. Tell them we said hello. Yeah, it's very hard not to add more and more to your cart at County Comm. Yeah, Saturday lives are more chill. They're not vertical. They are the horizontal, more laid back stream. And I need to look into doing another South African Saturday sometime soon. Those are always fun. Getting to talk to South African knife designers. That's why I do the Tuesday lives like this. Vertical streams have more of a chance of somebody stumbling across and realizing that they're here, and they say, that they find their home in the Kripple Krew. Yeah, South African Saturdays are always a blast. What's up, Kurt White? How you doing, homie? I know at least they are for me. I have so much fun talking to the knife designers, knife makers out of South Africa. They're just awesome people. And actually, it's only 44 after code EDC with DBD. Now you have 2 kits. I tell you what, it was very nice getting home to the doggies. I really miss my dogs being gone for 10 days. Absolutely, Nick. That's what makes the lives fun for me. Is just being able to talk to people. We have people all over the world. We have Leon that checks in from France. We got people that check in from Spain and Turkey, and of course, we've got South Africans and just people from all over, and it's awesome getting to see and talk to everybody. That would be sick, Mick. Absolutely. Yes, chatting live is a lot of fun. I When I did my first live stream, I had no idea I was going to enjoy doing them so much that I would end up doing 3 of them per week. But like I could go live every day and enjoy it. The problem is I wouldn't get review content done if I did that. Yeah, being away from doggies sucks. I still don't think that they have realized yet that Deadly Daughter isn't coming back. Well, I don't mean like ever, but I mean I don't think they've realized yet that she doesn't live here anymore. Yeah, we had somebody, one of the yeah, no, they I don't think it's set in, I should say, all the way. Like they're not spazzing at every car door sound like I expected them to, but they'll still go check the room and such to see if she's in there when they come in the house. I bet she was so happy to see you. So happy. Yeah, ours was only 10 days, and they spent the first couple of hours running back and forth between Mrs. Deadly and I. Yeah, we always, if we are going to be gone for overnight, like if it's only one night, my boy Mud, he takes care of the dogs because he'll visit them several times, spend time with them, let them out, and come back early in the morning to let them out. So if it's only one night, then my homie Mud takes care of it. But when we're gone for multiple days, we find somebody to stay at the house. We had one of the Deadly Daughter's friends who she was a year behind her, so she's a senior this year. We had her stay here while we were gone. So the dogs at least have somebody with them every night. I don't like to leave the doggies alone. That's for sure. Yeah, if my dogs don't like you, you're probably not going to be at my house again. it's it's that easy. Because my dogs are very friendly. If they don't like you, then I don't trust you. And the very few people that they haven't liked that I didn't trust because of it, the dogs were proven right every time. Every time. And luckily, none of it affected me because the dogs had already told me that they weren't good people. Yeah, it's tough. They definitely take a piece of us with them when they go, a piece of our heart, but they make our heart so much bigger while we have them. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And my dogs are always big enough to do it if they have to. It was the Eldorado. It said, and they're due Q4 of this year. So sometime between October and December. I have been able to, I don't have them. I have checked them out. I liked both of them, especially the Cybin. I loved the Cybin. But I got to check them out through the Lefty EDC pass around group. I don't have those. I only have a few concepts right now. And my only concept folders are the, whoops, that was me. The Raven with the Flow Party Camel Carbon and the Chimera that I won from Blade HQ. And I love what Kansept is and what KB Knives are both doing this year. I think they're all amazing. I haven't checked out the Gideon as much as I want to check out Broadcast Knives. I haven't yet. But the Cybin or Tipper, I would take either of them. They're fantastic knives. The Cybin, I really love the blade shape. Shout out to Kansept Orion. That's another dope one. I reviewed that and really liked it. The Cybin, the blade shape, the feel of the Cybin in hand, that is one of my top concepts of the year by far. Yes. Yeah, I do also agree. I think the Flow Party Camel Carbon looks sick. But Mister, I have to agree. Oh, that's awesome, Nick. That's hella awesome. And when it comes to did I bring it with me? Forget about it. No, there it is. There we go. Eldorado. But yeah, the Tiny Dancer is a fantastic knife. You just got the native lightweight in 15V? Oh hell yes. I wish I had the funds to snag any of the 15V. I don't have anything. I would love to get any of it. But the Tiny Dancer is such a phenomenal knife. Whether you go with the budget tenable or the premium Concept, which I do prefer, they're both fantastic knives. Yes, the milled blade on the Concept really sets it apart. JB Stout loves to do that blade milling, and it goes so well with the titanium milled. I didn't think I would like titanium scales on a fixie. And in wintertime, it might not get a lot of carry, but I really enjoy the titanium Tiny Dancer. The micarta is very comfortable too, though. Yeah, you'd have to get them and do a blade swap, or a scale swap, I should say. In the wintertime, this one might get the micarta, who knows? Except I think, once, because I'm going to be doing the review on these very soon, and I think this one's going to be part of the 2,500 sub giveaway. That would be very cool. The one on the right here? Oh no, with the milled blade. The milled blade. That's the Kansept Tiny Dancer. The Kansept version has the milled blade and titanium scales. S35 and phenomenal ergos. And I love the milled blade. It looks so good. Taco. It has a rotating clip that's only still on here because I need to shoot the review of these. But this is going to get an ulti clip or a soft loop because I like to carry right in front of my belt buckle, and if I do it with this, then this is too tall and it pinches when you sit down between your waist and your legs. So I will be putting a new mounting system on it, but it is a taco sheath. Custom Simon would be closing. Kathy Ireland, she was my favorite supermodel back in the day. I was an Ireland fanboy for sure. S35 on the Kansept. The Tenable has a couple of different steel options. This one is D2, but they have a couple of other steel options on the Tenable. It's just you don't get the milled blade on the Tenable. Only the Kansept has the milled blade. The sheath is the same between them. Oh yeah, Kansept Hazard. I'm already trying to save for the Orlock, dang it. Oh yes, I did see this with the Bally lock. I got to try to get them to send one of these in. I'm going to share this. Jacqueline Bissett. Yay, yay. Yeah, this has their Bally lock on the back. And it's almost, it looks perfect ergos. And then you have that trippy Bally lock. I like that one there with the rose gold. I like that one there too. I like both of the black versions. Wicked cool. I want to try this lock. I want to try it. Yeah, Orlock for sure. Kim Basinger. Yeah, yay. Yeah, Cindy Crawford I wasn't big in. I was a Kathy Ireland guy, big time. Yeah, 80s and 90s hotties now. PJ. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna let the pupper right back in. I'll be right back. All right. Jenny McCarthy. Just plain Jane. It is a good price. $160 on the Kansept website, which means it'll be cheaper elsewhere. Also, man, I've got so much to catch up on. I've got a Viperade tool to check out, but Rocktol just sent in 2 more. They've added VG10 to the SK05, and they've added VG10 to the SK04, which is a model I've never checked out before. Let's take a look at it. This is the one that has a hammer, a glass breaker, a ferro rod, and whistle, it looks like. So this would be like their signal competition. And your standard tools on the inside. And then the Rocktol scissors, which are always great. Rocktol diamond and crosscut file. Their double road saw always rocks. And then a VG10 blade. I love that they're adding VG10 to everything. Really stepping up the blade steel game. Rocktol is. So there is going to be some multi-tool videos coming out soon. This one would be great for a toolkit with that built-in hammering end. I could see people using this. And Rocktol has my favorite sheaths because they're always strong and they're never like rocks on. Their sheaths are so wide. That's the one phone number that everybody remembers. Is Jenny's number. So I don't know if they sent the silver or the blackout version on this one. I'll check it out when I open it up on the video. But we got some multi-tool videos coming. More from Rocktol, which is my favorite of the budget brand multi-tools. And I still need to do the next tool, Gemini, with the powered bit driver. And this new Viperade. The first tool I've received from Viperade. So this one, the blade is 7CR. So I'll be checking this one out. This one has a powered bit driver. The other two have VG10. Hope you guys are ready for some multi-tool content. Oh, I still haven't even done my video on the Mini Flex Companion yet either. Man. Got some lots to catch up on. Chuck Norris would never use a glass breaker. Going to be giving away some of that with the 2,500 subscriber giveaway. So there's also going to be some multi-tools in the 2,500 subscriber giveaway. Yes, so far, knife-wise, I know the 2,500 sub giveaway will have a brand new FerraMonster Vulcan. We'll have, yes, we will do the Tenable Tiny Dancer, multiple multi-tools, and Issuing Stitches Hanks. Yeah, I need to get some concept videos up because I need to get a video up on the Tiny Dancer, the Raven, and the Chimera. And if you guys see that stupid new hype feature pop up on those videos, please do me a favor and just hit the button that, yeah, you want to hype the video, because I want to try to get Concept to send me one of those. What's up, Jack Berdine? Good to see you. It does always go hard. There's a reason this was my #1 Spidey Grail. And when I got it, I had Boston Blade Works put a brand new edge on the CTSX HP. And I have been carrying the crap out of this knife. And it is still just screaming, scary sharp. BNA, what's up, my man? Good to see you, homie. Member of Kripple Krew Inc. You know, one that I was kind of surprised at the edge was the edge that they put on the Rike knife Alcade. This thing just barely makes contact, and it's no pressure involved. I mean, Rike does sharp blades, but this is sharper than most I've received from them. And I wasn't expecting it that much attention to it on the Transformer knife. Yeah. Hell yeah, mister. I need any of the Jimbo series. You guys all know I'm horny for warnies. That 15V Jimbo and Micro Jimbo. Oh, I wish I could snag one right now. Mo Patty, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What's up, sis? How are you? Mo Patty's channel is growing. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you're following her. And if not, give her a follow. She is up to... Whoops. That's not what I meant to hit. I meant to hit go to channel. Let's see. She's up to 346. Almost 350, folks. Almost 350. Only 4 more needed to get the Mo Patty to 350. Can we do it today? Double check that you're subscribed. And if not, make sure you hit that subscribe and let's get her out there. Yeah, the knife laws are so stupid there. Like Washington does have some stupid knife laws, but not nearly like New York. Giveaway at 500. Yay, yay. And, just a reminder, folks, whenever you see somebody that's trying to hit a milestone, it's helpful to check that you're still subscribed, because YouTube has a habit of taking away subscribers and making it slower. It happens around different milestones. and you may be following somebody, and YouTube might scrub the sub. So it's always helpful for that person to check, go sub to Mopatty. It always helps to check and make sure that you're still subscribed, even if you think you already are. I've had people that I've subscribed to 3 times that scrubbed the sub when they were getting near 500 and scrubbed the sub when they were getting near 1,000. And it was content that I watched. So never hurts to double check. I just realized I want to put this one out next to the Sabertooth and the PM2 because it's about the same length as both. Let's move the BB&M and pop out the beautiful. Look, first instance of Robo Mode, the beautiful Mike Irie custom hollow ground Atom. It's going to be almost the exact same size as Sabertooth and PM2 size. Just subscribe to Mick. Hell yeah. This Chimera, I love the knife. I wish this was the gray and black version. I personally am not a fan of the entropic finish, but Kansept does a beautiful job of it. I just wish this was one of the other. I won this, so I'm not complaining. It was free. And the action on it, I like this knife way better than I expected to. It is a little bit of a drop, but it's closer to a straight back. I'm not big into straight back. I just didn't think, especially because I had the Raven, which is a little more my stylish, that I didn't think I would care for the Chimera nearly as much as I do. And even though I don't like the finish, I really like the knife. It is a very good model. But it is also available for trade if somebody hits me up on Instagram and is interested in it, wants to make an offer. Yeah, the Raven, I like even more. For one, I like the curvature, more drop to the blade. I like the style, but I love the fact that it's using the thumb studs as external stop pins because it gives it bank vault lockup. A wee mini buster for the Chimera. Shoot me an email, EDCwithDBD at gmail.com. Yeah, the Raven, I really like the external stop pins, the thumb studs, because that extra just stability, it feels fixed. And we don't see it a lot anymore. The thumb studs being used as external pins. It's not something we see a whole lot of now. Used to see a lot of it. But yeah, I'd be interested in trading this one. I am on Blade Binge. Yeah, I'm down with that. That'd be a good trade to me. Dog saw squirrel. They'll be out there for a while now. Yeah. Just hit me up, EDCwithDBD at gmail.com. I am on Blade Binge also as EDC with DBD. I'm pulling it up. Let's see. I forgot the yeah, Jack doesn't have Insta. Thank you though, Mick. That's why I gave him my email. I forgot the Mini Buster was a Snicks design. Absolutely. Very cool. Sweet. I'm good with that. So if anybody hasn't dropped their carry today, feel free to let us know what you guys are carrying. I'm gonna make sure I didn't. Oh, I did get pictures sent in that I wasn't noticing. Let's see. Let's start with Nick. Nick Martino shared carry, and he was talking about that new awesome fixie he just got right there. So good. And then a ProTech, and I am not familiar with that. What wild critter we got here? Ooh, there's a rhino. Doesn't look like you're very far from it. It's just chilling. Life in South Africa. Just stop out, pop out, take a picture of a rhino. Ooh, big kitty on the road. Cheetah. That's so sick, brother. That's from Gareth. This was Bladed Ginger's carry with the Ginger Vuitton Cardington, his design, the S35 Titanium 80-20.5, his Shark Lock arcade that he just can't get rid of, and the Bounty Hunter Microtech. Some awesome shots. Carrying the Black Smock. Oof, and the Neutron 2 in my Carta. Yay, yay. Also the Asher Little Buddy S90V with a Rick and Morty sheath. Yeah. Yeah. I've always wanted the Ultim Neptune. Like Max Ace's OTFs are pretty sick. This is another one that I need to do a video on soon. It is kind of overwhelming when I look at the table and realize how many videos I need to shoot after being gone for so long. Have one, but it's the only OTF. Yeah, yay. Just Nate, what's going on, homie? He's driving and listening, so he can't tag everybody. But I appreciate you popping in, saying what's up. Neil Mack on that lunch break. Yay, yay. Anything good today for lunch? Yes, there isn't anything else with the same materials, quality, and value in OTF. I have to agree. When you put those three things together, materials, build quality, and price, Max Ace is untouchable on their OTFs. Yes. You can use code EDC with DBD on Flytanium, even on the stuff that's on sale, to save 10%. The only reason I haven't grabbed them for this is because they don't work for the lightweight. You need a regular Para 3 with 2 liners. Otherwise, I would get a set of them because I love the way that their aluminum scales feel on my mini grip and my Para 2 or PM2. I paid, I think, $22 for these ones after discount and $25 for these after discount. So I like their aluminum loop scales a lot. They made both of these knives feel better. And I would throw them on my Para 3 with no worries if they worked for the lightweight. OTF just became legal in Massachusetts. That's good. Yeah, they really changed the feel of the mini grip. This became one of my favorite fifth pocket knives. Yeah, Flytanium stuff is pretty awesome. Plus, they're dropping dope knives, including the absolute best budget knife of 2025 so far in the Arcade Light, and best budget knife under 60 bucks in the Beef. Yeah, the Beef is dope. For a working knife, very hard to beat. And you can get an S90V blade for less than 75 bucks for this after discount. They got some awesome prizes right now for their waffles. Yeah, this right here, best budget knife of the year. Two for one. That's nice. Double entries. I'm gonna take a look at what those offerings are real quick. I don't see. Ultimate. Check out the Ultimate Steel Spectacular. There we go. Oh wow. there are some really cool knives and pews. I'm not going to share this screen because there's quite a few pews that you can win as well. And I don't show those on the channel. So I'm not going to show what you can win with that waffle. But I will say there are some insane prizes. Insane prizes. Yeah, there's some nuts cordless hole punchers that you can win there too. All right, folks. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down and find me some lunch. Give my throat a rest. It is a great cause. Absolutely. But I need to give my throat a rest and try to get some recording done this afternoon. But as always, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me and spending some of your time on a Tuesday with the Kripple Krew. We'll be live on Thursday night with More Room EDC. Look forward to seeing y'all there. And of course, as always, I will be live this coming Saturday at my usual 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Back on schedule. Got a lot of cool knives reviews coming out soon. So pay attention for that. And I hope everybody has a killer rest of your day. Stay safe. Stay frosty. Most importantly, folks, stay deadly.